afternoon, everyone. My name is Maddie Holland. By show of hands, how many of you drink out of plastic water bottles at least once a week? That's pretty much everyone in this room. All of us have probably had plastic water bottles at least one point in our lives. Plastic water bottles seem great because they're quick and they're convenient. For the most of the time, they're relatively inexpensive. And at the end of the day, you can drink your water and throw your bottle away. Plastic water bottles had an awesome idea back in the 90s that someone came up with. But over time, we've done some research and come to realize that plastic water bottles aren't all they're cracked up to be. Plastic water bottles have many environmental aspects that are bad about them, as well as many health problems. During my first year of college, I decided to take a class called Environmental Science, and I was dreading the class from the start. Environmental science sounded just awful to me, but after I took it, I came to realize that it was actually a very enlightening class. One of our big topics was plastic water bottles, and even after I took the class, I continued to do some more research and learned so many things about plastic water bottles that I never would have known before. One problem with plastic water bottles is the amount of crude oil it takes to make the water bottles. If you fill up a plastic water bottle a third of the way with crude oil, that's how much oil it took in just the production of the water bottle alone. That does not include the transportation. This amount of oil came up to almost 17 million barrels that we used for the water bottle in the United States alone in the year 2013. That's enough oil to fuel 1.3 million cars for a year. This crude oil they create the water bottles by taking the crude oil and injecting it with polymers after they break apart the carbon bonds. So you're taking this black sludgy oil and turning it into hard, pretty plastic that you drink your water out of. Isn't that pleasant? Crude oil also contains many harmful substances such as mercury, and this mercury does not go away during the production of the water bottles. So your water bottles also have mercury in them. Water bottles also end up in the landfill many times and in the trash. In 2013, Americans consumed over 50 billion water bottles, and only 23% of those were recycled. So that means that 38 billion water bottles ended up in a landfill or in the trash somewhere. It takes 1,000 years to buyodegrade a water bottle. So that means that the water bottle that you have for lunch today is going to stick around for another millennium. Just think about the environmental impact that that has. Also, water bottles contain this wonderful substance called BPA, which is bisphenol A. Bisphenol A is the main polymer that they use when they're doing the production process of water bottles, and this polymer is very harmful to people. It's what turns that beautiful black sludge into the pretty plastic that we know. This bisphenol A is an endocrine disruptor, and it works as a pseudoestrogen in your body. So in many ways, it's like men taking a birth control pill every day. This is really great because what happens when you drink water that has the BPA in it, this pseudoestrogen goes into your endocrine system and it acts as estrogen. And men don't really need estrogen, and women with too much estrogen, that can cause things like breast cancer. This BPA is mostly harmful to children and fetuses, but they are linking it to many cases of breast cancer. BPA can cause reproductive issues, it can cause infertility, it can cause heart disease, asthma, and as I previously mentioned, breast cancer. Also, it unfortunately interferes with the effectiveness of chemotherapy. So when we're trying to cure that breast cancer and you're still drinking your plastic bottles, the BPA is going to interfere with the chemo. BPA is released when you leave your bottle in a car or when it gets hot, really, and it leaches into your water. So anytime you leave that bottle in your car, you go in the store and come back and your water's hot, don't drink it, throw it away. It has BPA in it now. The best thing to do is to drink out of refillable bottles and get rid of the plastic bottles altogether. Plastic bottles have many problems, but they are cheap and easy, and they're great in situations such as natural disasters when people need water. Everyone should use BPA-free water bottles and let that 24-pack of water turn into a thing of the past. Thank you.